Hello, and welcome to day 4 of the 30-day wardrobe challenge. Today's challenge was to dress dapper. That's the way that I interpreted it. I normally dress more femme or feminine of center, so this was pushing me a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and I hope that I don't look like a clown or like Lady Sovereign, you know. Remember that song, Love Me or Hate Me? It's okay if I do, you know. I tried. And I tried to take inspiration from the very dapper, very stylish folks in my life who pull this look off flawlessly. Um, I'm not at that level, and I don't usually dress in this kind of in this way, so I didn't really have that many clothes to go with. I really wanted to wear a bow tie, but I don't have one, so this is my little flower brooch, which we'll have to do instead. And I didn't wear any makeup today, which is, okay, it's not like a big deal for me, but it also, I guess, is committing a little bit more to the masculine of center look that I'm trying to go for. Not to say that masculine of center people cannot wear makeup. It's just the way that I interpreted it. And the way that I'm feeling right now is sort of interesting because I feel like it's very much a reflection of the clothes that I'm wearing. And I was about to Skype with one of my friends and, forgetting that I was dressed this way. And I thought, oh my goodness, I wonder how she's going to respond to me. I wonder if she's going to be different with me because this is not normally how I dress. And in the last couple of days, I haven't really had a chance to wear black, which is so strange because that is the color that I feel most comfortable in. That's the color that most of my clothes are. And I think that it has had a bit of an impact on my overall sort of interactions with the world, with myself, certainly with my friends. And it reminded me of this show that I watched a couple of times. I wouldn't say that I watched it regularly, on BBC, which was called A Week of Dressing Dangerously. And it was presented in this way that it was supposed to be sort of like a self-help program, and it pushed people or challenged people to dress in ways that were totally outside of their comfort zone. And they would sort of go off into the world and see how people responded to them. They kind of took the look very, very seriously, and they kind of committed with a wig and with accessories and all sorts of things. And I think it's interesting because at the end of the week, these people who were sort of timid and didn't really have a style of their own reflected on the fact that having these characters that were sort of pre-designed for them, because they didn't get to choose their outfits. They just had that one outfit in their wardrobe every day, and that's what they had to wear. And they reflected on the fact that people treated them very differently depending on what they were wearing, and they also embodied different characteristics depending on the outfit of the day. So I can link you to one of the episodes, in fact, to kind of give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. And I think that it's quite interesting that I'm sort of like, I can feel that too. I feel like if I went out to the grocery store or something right now, perhaps I would behave a little differently. Perhaps people would respond to me differently. And I would be curious to know exactly what that would look like, because I can only kind of reflect on, my typical sort of like femme presenting self and how that sort of that experience has kind of become my norm. And I really don't mean this in like a cultural appropriating type of way. I'm not trying to be testing out anybody else's sort of skin. I'm really not trying to usurp anybody else's experience, but it's funny. It is funny because I wear all of these clothes just in a different way. I put them together slightly differently. It's funny that this particular presentation would probably result in a completely different interaction with the world than what I was wearing yesterday, for example, or tomorrow's challenge. So it's interesting to think about that. And I wonder if you all have had any experiences like that. What do you think? But I also really enjoy the fact that I have to kind of embody these different characteristics, these different parts of myself through these challenges. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to my month of dressing dangerously.